Good morning. Playlist is in the chat. And you might want today, because we're going to be a little bit more on our bellies and on our backs. You might want a blanket. I like to just set up like a big rectangular blanket down my yoga mat. It's just really lovely and supportive for my spine. So you're welcome to do that. Unless you're already on like a really soft surface, then you might not need that. And then you might also want to have handy a couple of blocks as we get a little bit further down the line. Yeah, and you can just have those set up somewhere near your mat that they can be easily accessed. All right, and then maybe a cushion or something to sit on. So good morning, Satnam. Thank you for tuning in. Today, I wanted to share a full-on Kundalini set. And it's a really lovely sequence that helps us to energetically stir the energy at the lower three chakras, the lower triangle, stirring the energy and then drawing it up into the heart center. And why are we doing this today? Feeling this call to stir, right? So we're still in winter, even though it's technically spring. Still very much feels like winter. Still working with, at least for me in my personal practice, and I feel like many of us are working with like some maybe like stuck or stagnant energy. And a lot of our stagnant energy, it resides in these lower three chakras. Right. And there's also gravity. So we have, right, this energetic pull downward. And so what we're doing in Kundalini yoga, right, the word Kundalini is implied movements, right? So Kundalini means coiled or circular. So we are strategically and intentionally circulating and moving the energy through our bodies and really just turning everything online so that we can be happy and healthy. So we're going to get into this energetically today, this lifting up, uplifting. So go ahead and rub your hands together. And let's get our music going actually first, if you're going along. All right, 3, 2, 1, and play. Rubbing those palms together right in front of your heart. Find the center of your seat in the earth or in your cushion. And then begin to lift the spine up a little bit, lifting from the crown of the head, closing the eyes or softening them. Begin to slow down the rubbing of the hands. Press the palms actively and lovingly into one another right at your heart center. And then interlace your hands right here. So we're taking a Venus mudra, Venus lock, bringing even the bottom edges of your hands to press into one another, allowing the elbows to go out to the sides, and then the shoulders to roll down and back, opening the heart. Let's take a few cleansing breaths right here. Inhale deep through the nose. Make an O shape with the mouth and exhale, let go. Good. Again, inhale deep through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale deep and hold the breath in here, squeezing from the base of the spine, squeezing those sit bones, drawing the energy up to the crown of the head. Fix that inward gaze up towards your third eye. Exhale, let go. Again, inhale here and hold. Allowing that fresh prana, that fresh energy to circulate through your whole body here. Third eye gaze. And exhale. Good. We'll tune in here a little bit deeper, anchoring into our own inner GPS, right? Our inner wisdom with the Adi mantra, Ong, O-N-G, Namo, Gurudev Namo. And we'll chant it 4 times, once to each compass direction around us, north, east, south, and west. We'll breathe in through the nose and chant Ong, Namo. And then breathe in through the O-shaped mouth, like you're sipping in the air. And then we'll continue Gurudev Namo. Sitting up nice and tall. Bringing the thumbs, the knuckles of the thumbs into the heart, plugging in. Deep breath in to begin. Om Namo. Through the mouth. Guru De Namo. Through the nose. Om Namo. Guru De Namo. Om Namo. Guru De Namo. Om Namo. Guru De Namo. Take a big breath in and hold. Squeeze from the base of the spine. Third eye gaze. Feel that connection of your Venus mudra right at your heart. The bridge between the lower triangle, the upper triangle, our humanness and our angelicness. And exhale. That now. You can gently release the mudra. Let's come to lay down on our backs. We're going to start nice and sweet this morning. Just gently stirring the energy of the legs and the hips. We'll start with our legs and our arms long. Bring the arms up by the ears for just a full body good morning stretch, and begin to circle out your wrists and your ankles here, any which way that feels good. Yeah, opening the side body. Deepening your breath. And then whenever you're ready, hug both knees into your chest. Give them a nice little squeeze, maybe a little rock side to side on that low back. Softening the shoulder blades and the shoulders down towards the earth as much as you can. Now come to center here. Bring the palms down on the shins. We're going to start to make some circles here with the knees. So bringing the knees out away from one another, out to the sides, forward and together, and then back in towards the chest. And then we'll just keep that going. Getting into the hips, the inner thighs. And then reverse the direction of the circles. So you're moving the opposite way. Good. And then bring it in. And we'll plant the left foot on the ground. Flex your right ankle on top of your left thigh. And then press your right hand into your right inner thigh to draw that right leg away from you. Woo. So this can be sensation enough for you, perhaps this morning. Or you can lift your left foot and wrap your hands around your left shin, or maybe in the knee crease there. And then just begin to rock side to side again. So just really feeling into anything that might be living in that right hip. And as you begin to meet bigger sensation, breathe a little bit bigger. Maybe some circles here. Yeah, just exploring. Maybe tip the weight a little bit more over towards the left hip. You'll probably feel some more things happening in that right outer hip. Gently bring it to center. We'll cross the right leg all the way over the left. Swing the hips a little bit more to the right as the knees go to the left for a spinal twist. And then if possible, allow that right arm to just open up to the right, front of the heart open, shoulders relaxed. Few deep cleansing cycles of breath here. You're welcome to breathe out the mouth. One more. Bring it on back to center. Even out your low back on the ground, unwrap the legs, and then right foot on the ground, flex your left foot on your right thigh, press your left hand into your left inner thigh, drawing that leg away. Either stay here or hug your figure four legs a little bit closer in, and just begin to find some gentle movement, side to side, circular. And even finding this sensation here of just letting yourself be moved, right? So just letting your inner GPS take over with like this explorative motion. Maybe you rock the weight a little bit more over to the right and pause and breathe into that left hip. Good, bring it on back to center. Wrap your left leg totally around the right, like you're crossing your legs. Swing your hips a little bit to the left, knees go to the right. Left arm expands. Breathing deep, few cycles of breath. One more. Bring it on back to center. Even out the low back, unravel, hug the knees in, and then grab onto the feet or the shins for a happy baby. Rock it a little bit side to side. Draw the tailbone to anchor down towards the earth. Low back kisses the earth. You might play with lengthening one leg out to the side and then the other. Just working the energy here through the legs, through the feet. Good, and then hug the knees in. Let's start to rock and roll forward and back. So plug the belly down towards the spine. Inhale to rock the feet back. Exhale, rock and roll forward. And then we'll eventually make our way to a seat. You're welcome to sit up on a cushion for this. This is where the Kriya set begins. Okay, so that was all just some sweet little warm up. We're going to come into a butterfly shape with the legs. So bringing the soles of the feet to kiss, knees out. Now, if this is super uncomfortable for your knees, just bring some blocks or something, maybe some blankets or cushions underneath your knees here. We'll bring the hands onto the shins and then hug your feet in as close to your sit bones as possible, right? As is comfortable for you. And we're going to begin spinal flex here. So we'll soften the eyes down and inhale to draw the heart forward, shoulders back. And then exhale, reverse it. Round your spine back as your shoulders come forward. The chin stays pretty level here. And we're just getting into a rhythm with the breath, right? So letting the breath be the first priority and the movement follows. Nice, passionate, even breath in and out through the nose. Squeezing from the base of the spine. There's Mula Bandha, root lock. Good. Begin to hear internally the mantra on the waves of the breath. Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Right? And what is Sat Nam? It is truth. And what is truth? It's the heart's wisdom. Right? So moving that heart, opening through the front and the back of the heart, and beginning to gently circulate the energy here at the hips. Sweetly serenading the energy of the hips up towards the heart. Good. Bring your spine up to center. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale deep and hold the breath in. Third eye gaze. Squeeze from the base of the spine. Exhale. Shh. Just take a moment here to pause and feel. And then we'll gently make our way into child's pose, bringing the shins and the knees to the earth, sitting the hips back towards the heels, and then resting the forehead onto the ground, or if it doesn't quite reach the ground, that's okay. Bringing a block or a blanket or something underneath your third eye to bring the earth up to meet you. Good. And then once you get down there, let's tent the fingers, lift the elbows, engage the arms, stretching through the side body. And then walk your tented fingers over to the left. Allow your right sit bone to draw back towards your right heel and breathe into the right side here. We're peeling open through the right side ribs, the right waist, hip. Breathe into those spaces. And then gently walk through center, bring your fingertips over to the right. Left sit bone back towards left heel, soften the forehead, soften the shoulders, and breathe into the left side. Good. Gently make your way to center here. Plant your palms on the earth nice and wide, index fingers face forward, and then lift your hips up. Bring your hips forward into a cobra. Now, you can be in a high up cobra like this, peeling the shoulders back, squeezing the shoulder blades, engage the root lock, as well as the navel lock. Draw the belly in a little bit. You can always have your elbows bent more straight back, or you can have your forearms on the ground in a sphinx and do this whole exercise here. So this is going to be dynamic. So we will breathe out in cobra, right? Shoulders back, heart puffs forward and up. As we inhale, we'll tuck the toes, lift through the belly and through the root lock as you come into plank. And then exhale, knees down. You can untuck the toes, cobra. And then tuck the toes, inhale, lift up, plank. Keep that going. Working, of course, at your own pace. We're gonna set our time. Deep breath. Good, really working the energy through the legs and the feet. Good, the movement, the breath is rhythmic, intentional, loving. Weights in the finger pads. Good, you might start to feel those arms burn. I know that I am. Breathe deeper. You got this, we're almost there. We're having an experience right now of just how strong our arms are, just how vibrant our breath is. Let the breath support you. Good. Next time you're in plank, breathe in, pause, hold. And as you exhale, lift those hips up and back. Woo, downward facing dog. Wiggle it out a little bit. Shake your head out, release it. And then lift your heels up high. Keep wiggling your hips side to side as you slowly walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Bringing your feet hips width. And let yourself hang for a moment. And then we'll turn our toes out and dip our hips down into a malasana squat, a little frog squat here. Now you can always place a block or two underneath your seat and just stay propped up there. Wherever you're at, engage that root lock. Bring your elbows to the inside of your thighs and gently press your elbows into your inner thighs and your inner thighs into your elbows. Catch Venus lock with your hands. Knuckles of the thumbs into the center of the heart. Close your eyes. Either slow, deep breathing here, or we'll begin breathing a little bit more passionately in and out through the nose, and then you might begin to quicken the pace for breath of fire. Third eye gaze. Let's get into it. Good, keep it going. Evening out the weight between the feet. And in this exercise, we are circulating the energy at the hips. And as you stay here breathing, can you begin to visualize that energy spiraling, circling at the hips, moving up towards the navel center? Keep it going, 20 more seconds. Uplifting body, mind, spirit right here. Inhale deep and hold the breath in. And exhale. Ooh, go ahead and bring those hands behind you. Walk them back all the way so that you're in a crab pose. Turn your toes forward. Take some loving rocks forward and back, just feeling into the quads, the hip flexors, shoulders. And then come up through center. Inhale, lift the belly and the heart up towards the sky. You can stick your tongue out as you exhale. And then lower your hips down, come all the way to lay down on your back. And if you are on that rectangular blanket, just check in that your shoulders are right at the back edge. Legs are long. And we're going to go into leg lifts here. So if you need a little extra support under your low back here, just bring your hands right underneath you. Wrap your shoulders down. Zip up your legs. Bring your big toes to touch. Flex through the feet so that you're reaching through the heels. Now plug your belly down towards the spine. Inhale to bring both legs up to 90 degrees and then exhale down. Squeezing the root lock. Squeezing the legs. Good. Keep it going. We are setting the navel point. We are awakening our inner sun, the source of our willpower, right? Our fire, that place where we can take action. On our highest dreams and visions, right? This is the place. This is where we show up. Good. See if you can be with the heat that's building and breathe into it. Let that air fuel the fire. Good. Inhale the legs up, hold. Exhale, slowly lower them down. Release those arms, those hands from underneath you. And let's flip over like a pancake right here onto our bellies. We'll come into locust pose. So if you need some extra padding under your hip points, you can bring another blanket if you'd like underneath. We're going to point the toes, engage the quads. So there's engagement through the legs here. And then we'll bring our arms behind us, catch that Venus lock. So interlacing the hands if you can. If that's not possible, you can just fly them back behind you like a superhero. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades, squeeze the root lock, and lift our hearts and our head up. Chin stays pretty level here. Eyes are closed. Squeeze the palms. See if you can lift the arms a little bit higher. Slow, deep breathing or breath of fire right here. Pumping from the belly. And in this posture, we are really circulating that energy at this point up to the navel center. And if you're hanging with breath of fire, feeling that drum beat of your breath into the earth. Stay with it just a little bit more. Squeeze and lift and breathe. And now inhale deep, hold. And exhale, release down. You can bring the hands down in front of you. Release your forehead on your palms. Make a little pillow there. Ooh, and just take a moment here to come back to normal breath. To feel the energetic shifts happening, the energy moving. The power at the belly, right? So this is the Kriya for the instinctual self. And the whole premise behind it is that we have these primal animalistic tendencies, right? And that's perfectly human. But then we also have the power to direct our energy, to make choices. And that's where we get to reprogram some things that maybe aren't working. Flip on over again onto your back, nice and gentle. We're going to hug the knees in and just do another little mini rock and roll. So at this point with our rock and roll, we're really working to just mix up all of this energy that we are moving, right? All this wonderful energy that we are harvesting within ourselves. Good. Starting to move it up towards the heart. All right. And the next time it makes sense for you, as you rock back, we're going to come into shoulder stand. So you can always rest your sacrum on the earth. Just bring your legs up to 90 degrees. You can bring a block under the sacrum for supported shoulder stand, or nuzzle the shoulders as much as you can underneath you. Yes, bringing the hands to the low back and gently drawing your legs up to 90 degrees. Bring the big toes to meet and articulate the energy through the toes. So flex, point, floint, do whatever feels good, but get intentional. Squeeze from the base of the spine, soften the eyes or close them all together. Slow, deep breathing, or you guessed it, breath of fire. Good, keep it going. We have this lovely inversion here, helping us to move that energy from the lower triangle quite efficiently towards the heart. Good. Inhale deep. Exhale. And now you'll begin to just crease at the hips, pike the legs into plow pose, or maybe you come almost into plow. Or know that you can bend the knees here and point the toes up to the sky so that you're in like a little thunderbolt position with your legs. Either slow, deep breathing right here or breath of fire. Inhale deep, hold. And exhale slowly. You can brace your hips with your hands as you lower down. Woo. And then begin to rock and roll again, forward and back. Making your way up to seat. We are going to sit in rock pose. So coming onto the shins. Maybe bringing a blanket or a cushion or a pillow between your heels and your sit bones. We're going to move into Sat Kriya. So we are going to be powerfully and rhythmically chanting Sat Nam, Sat Nam. And because we chant Sat with such passion, there is a drawing in and up here through the belly so that we're drawing that energy up, right? And then on Nam, we just allow the belly to relax and then the energy cools down. So it's this circular energy, right? Sat, and the energy goes up the back spine, and then Nam, as it relaxes, it washes over the crown of the head, down the front of the body. All right. So if you are rocking with the playlist, just going to turn it to the song titled Sat Nam. And we're going to go right along with it. Now, if you're not jamming with the music, no worries. I'm going to do it the whole time so you could just keep in rhythm with what I'm doing. And begin. Finding Venus Mudra here. Up above the head, release the index fingers up. Nice and tall through the spine. Third eye gaze, squeeze from the base of the spine there and begin. Sat Nam, 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 Sat nam sat, 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 nam. Take a big breath in, hold, squeeze and lift. Exhale to sweep your arms out and down. Take a moment here just to pause, just to breathe and feel. We've moved a little bit more rapidly through each posture, so just letting yourself be with the changing energy, to be with where the energy is moving and flowing in you. And with that Sat Kriya, we just, with our own breath and energy and intention and mental focus, circulated energy through our whole body, energized all of our chakras, cleared all of our chakras. And this is where our Kriya set ends. And I'm just going to invite us to do one more thing here, which is to gently come up to stand. So you can make your way there however feels good, maybe through a down dog. And slowly rolling up. Yeah. Making your way on up. And we're just going to start to shake out our bodies a little bit. Maybe a little bounce, maybe a little dance. Moving the hips, the legs. And then you're going to bring your legs a little bit wider. We'll inhale to swing our arms to the left. You can even lift up onto your right toes. And then exhale, other way. Inhale and exhale. Really beginning to fan and move that energy through our energetic bubble, our fields. And then pause that, come back to shaking it out, dance it out, however you need to. Move around your mat, move around your room, whatever feels good. And then come back, legs wide. Inhale now, swing to the right. Exhale to the left. And bring it to a close. One more little shake, shake, shake out. Shake it, dance it. And gently bring it to a close. Take a moment, bring the hands right on top of the heart. Feel the beating of the heart into your hands. And we'll make our way to come all the way down onto our backs whenever you're ready. Setting ourselves up for rest and integration of all of the wonderful energy we just moved. Yeah, so finding whatever you need, if you need a blanket under your knees, or blanket under your head or over you. And just allow your breath to get soft here. Feeling yourself radiating light beams of iridescent rainbow light from your heart center. And the heart is the teacher. This is why we bring all of the energy to meet at the heart. Inviting a deep breath in and allowing the wonderful universal energy from everywhere to meet at your heart. And then as you exhale, imagine again that iridescent rainbow light just radiating out from the heart. You can wiggle the fingers and the toes. Yeah, maybe roll the wrists, roll the ankles. Again, here, just taking any gentle movements that feel good in this moment. And then in time, we'll bring the knees into the chest. And we'll begin to rub the soles of the feet together and rub the hands together. This little cricket pose. And then hugging the knees in. Yogi's choice, either rock and roll forward and back, or maybe roll over to one side. Making your way up to seat. Good. Bringing the hands again right on top of the heart. Softening the shoulders down the back. And we'll sing to close 3 sat nams. It will be a long sat and a short nam, just to, again, as we enter the rest of our day, tune into the frequency of the heart space. Deep breath in. Sa. Nam. Sa. Nam. Sa. Nam. Satnam. You're welcome to take a bow into yourself, into your awesomeness, for showing up, for being here.